lovelies, welcome. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate it. I am going to share a very small perfume haul that I have acquired over a period of months. Isn't that what us perfumistas say? Oh, girl, I did not buy all of this at the same time. This is stuff that I've just picked up over the last few months. Right. I know some of us do buy all of this stuff at one time, but it looks really bad to say that. So, yeah, I got these over the last couple months. I don't have that many, maybe one, two, three, four, five, not too many. But let me start off by saying the perfume that I'm going to talk about up front is from Dossier. They contacted me and sent me two nice bottles of perfume I got to choose from. And Dossier, they are dupes inspired by however you want to frame it. But the ones that I got were inspired by Chloe and the other by Santal 33. I have Chloe, so I wanted to kind of see side by side how similar it is or not. And then Santal 33 is a fragrance I have wanted for the longest time, but I just kind of knew that I was never going to pull the trigger on that one. But this is the packaging that it comes in, that I got it in. And they're vegan and cruelty free, made in France. And what they also do is they include a sample of the fragrance in the smaller vial. And you can test this one out first. In case you don't like it, you can go ahead and send the bottle back without having to, go ahead and bother and open the larger size. So, moving on with this one, they do give you a card that lists the notes on it, if you can see that, to give you an idea of the inspired by fragrance. And the notes in here that are supposed to be an inspiration from Chloe are peony, lychee, rose, magnolia, amber, cedarwood, honey. And I haven't looked at the exact notes in my Chloe. I've had that for such a long time, but I will say that I wore this for a couple days and it does smell like it. It is not exact because this one is just a little bit lighter. The intensity is just not there. The longevity is not there, but at the same time, it does smell like it. And I think that if you were to want a lighter version of Chloe, just a really pretty floral that doesn't knock you out, I think this one is perfect because these are $29 versus, I don't even remember exactly how much right now Chloe is, but it's not $29. So I think this is a really nice alternative to that. I wore this when, I went to walk my dog, just going to the grocery store. It's a really nice, really pretty floral. You just need to probably apply this maybe after a couple of hours because it does start to die down a little bit. But in terms of the scent, it is very similar to Chloe. And the other one that I picked up is a dupe of Santal 33. And this is one that I have been wanting to try but just never purchased. And I love this. And I'm so curious now about what the original one smells like. And the notes in here are violet accord, cardamom, which I love, iris, ambrox, papyrus, cedarwood, leather, and sandalwood. And it's funny because I always said I don't like colognes or perfumes that have leather or that are unisex. I kind of shy away from that. But this one, I love this. The sandalwood really comes out, and I love sandalwood. So that might be a reason that I love this. And I had read prior to receiving this that Santal 33 tended to have like a dill pickle kind of smell, which did not make me excited at all to want to try this. But I did smell that dill up front, and then that kind of dissipated, and I got the sandalwood and a bit of the florals. But overall, it was just like a really fresh, really somewhat sweet, nice sandalwood. So I really like this one. I do want the original now, but I did look online at the price of the original yesterday, so I'll probably be holding on to this for a while because that bad boy is expensive. It's like $380 or something like that. I'm gonna leave that in the store for right now and just go ahead and enjoy this one. But let me know if you have Santal 33, if what I am describing sounds about what the original smells like. Let me know because I really do enjoy this one. And this is categorized as Oriental Woody 8, and the Chloe was categorized as a Floral 5. So those are the two that I picked, and I actually really enjoyed them. So yeah, again, thank you, Dossier. I really like these. Now, to get onto the stuff that wasn't free that I paid for, the perfume I have been wanting for the longest time. Here is Olympia Intense. I have not tried the original. I read and heard from a lot of reviewers that the Intense was the sweeter version, and fell in love with this right off the bat. But you know what it smells like to me? It smells like similar to XS by Paco Rabanne. Olympia by Paco Rabanne, and then the XS. That salty sweet accord is definitely in both of them. This is more woody. This one has a little more fruit in it. I can tell the difference, but right off the bat when I smelled this, I said, this smells like something I have, just like I felt like the XS smelled like black opium. So just slightly Intense does smell a little bit like XS, but it is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. I love the salt and the sweetness together, and really pretty bottle also. Can't talk. Really pretty bottle. But yeah, this is by far the favorite of the blind buys that I purchased, because everything here is a blind buy, but I got fortunate and like everything that I got. So this one definitely is top of the pile in terms of the ones that I like. All right, next I got Narciso Padre, and who did I hear about this from? I heard about this from Sal. I will link her channel below. And the notes in here, this is so pretty. It's a powdery musk, Bulgarian rose, white jasmine, vetiver, black cedar, and white cedar. The musk is really prominent in this one. The musk and the powderiness, super prominent. It's a little bit sweet. It's like a sweet skin scent. It slightly reminds me of Sarah Horowitz, Perfect Veil, like this sweet skin scent, but this is amped up more than that. This is definitely a lot more concentrated. It has more floral, but it's somewhat similar. So I really have been enjoying this one. I want to try the ombre. Is it ambre? The one in the orange bottle. I really want to try that one, but I am really loving this one. And I just think the color is so feminine, and this is just so pretty. So very pleased with this purchase, Narciso Rodriguez Padre. Next, there was one I had been curious about for a while, and this is Satine by Lalique. Pretty much everything I've gotten from Lalique I have loved. Amethyst was a bit of a toss-up, but what do I have? I have La Bessire, I have Soleil, Amethyst, and now this one. And they all are very unique. I will definitely give them that. This one, going over the notes here, we have jasmine, gardenia, heliotrope, tonka bean, sandalwood, vetiver, vanilla, patchouli. And what's interesting is I do not like fragrances with vetiver because, as I say, I don't like anything that tends to err on the masculine side. And for me, vetiver is a pretty like masculine note, but I can't detect it in this one. And it's also in the Narciso, and I can't detect it in that one either. But this one, I just get a lot of sandalwood out of this. What else do I get out of this? The tonka bean, I definitely smell. Pink pepper for sure, jasmine. Those are the ones that come out really strong in here, but this is pretty. However, after about an hour, I couldn't smell it anymore, and I was pretty surprised by that given how strong it is, like right out the bottle. It's extremely intense out the bottle. It's just a really pretty perfume, and when I put it on, it reminded me, it just took me back to being younger, like a kid, and would smell my mom's perfume when she was getting ready to go out, like that youth dew, just pretty strong perfume smell that just smells more mature, I guess is the word I'm looking for. But I like this one. I do like it, but in order for it to hang around, I would definitely have to give these like 3, 4, 5 sprays. I would have to be an oversprayer with this one to get it to last. But this is really nice, actually. Satine by Lalique. Really pretty bottle too. They do really well with their bottles. I like that. Next, I have one Vanille Fruitee, and this I learned about from Tara at Olfactastories, and I will leave her channel link below. This one, I will give the notes on this one. Immediately hearing the notes, I knew I wanted this one. Caramel, vanilla, white peach, orchid, ylang ylang, jasmine, osmanthus, grapes, and citron. It dries down pretty much for me just like flat vanilla with just like the slightest bit of fruit in it. It's not quite as complex as it sounds reading the notes up front. I do smell the caramel. The grape, I get a hint of that. I'm not a fan of grape, so fortunately for me, I don't smell a lot of grape in here. The florals come out a little bit, the orchid and the ylang ylang and jasmine. But generally, as I say, when this dries down, you just get a nice sweet vanilla. And the lasting power is a couple hours. It could last a little bit longer. This is a fragrance, like most of these, that is not expensive. It's moderately priced, like in the $40-something range. So it's really, really nice. So this is Vanille Fruitee by Molinard, and I think this is nice if you like sweet perfumes. And just thinking about it now, this would be nice to layer with some vanilla and just get like an extra dose of vanilla with just like an added bit of fruit to it. This is really, really nice though. Vanille Fruitee by Molinard. I got one more over here. Dolce Garden by Dolce & Gabbana. I know a lot of young ladies have this one, and I was so surprised when I first smelled this, because even reading the notes, when I see the word garden, I'm immediately thinking like a really lush floral. This is definitely not that, and the notes in here are coconut, frangipani, ylang ylang, vanilla, almond milk, and woods. And I definitely get the coconut, the almond milk, the woods, and the vanilla. I don't get a whole lot of floral in here, maybe the frangipani, but I mean, it's pretty. And what's interesting is I think this layers very nicely with my Baccarat Rouge oil. I don't have the perfume. I think that might be a little bit too much, but this layers really nicely with that. And I think it's the coconut and the almond milk. It goes together really, really well. It could be a little too sweet for some folks to wear both of those, but it was very complimentary of the BR540 oil. So yeah, Dolce Garden is a very nice surprise. It's not overpowering. It's definitely not too strong. You can go 2, 3, 4 sprays on this and you'll be okay. It's not overwhelming. So I really like this one. So those are my blind buy purchases and nice perfumes to review. I appreciate you all tuning in, and let me again know if you have Santal 33, if my description was accurate of what you have, and let me know if you have any of these, and definitely what you think about Dolce Garden, and definitely Olympia Intense. That one is kind of moving up toward the top of the pile right now. So again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.